Hey, how's it going, guys? John here, out here with the 2023 Tundra. So I've been looking over the internet trying to find a solution to how I'm gonna mount my GoPro, maybe throw my phone up on a mount, and we even have an iPad Pro. It'd be nice to mount too. So I found the Bulletpoint mounting solutions bracket, and I also was able to look up, it's called OC Mounts. They're a really big distributor for RAM, like all the RAM mount products. Awesome guys, check them out. Anything you guys are looking for, they have mounts for like cell phones, iPads, laptops. I mean, you name it, they got a mounting solution for it. So check them out. They're in Orange County. I'll put a link in the description below. So let's get on into this install and let's go. All right, guys, so we're in the truck. All we gotta do is come over to this little bracket right here. It's really simple. You wanna grab it from the front, and all you gotta do is just lift up. Super simple, it pops up. Make sure you pull from the front section though, because you got the clips here and then you got tabs in the back. And then as you pull it up, you just gotta unplug the cigarette lighter in the back. It's just a very simple clip right there. There you go, that's all we gotta do. Unplug it and let's make sure it doesn't fall too far in or else we're not gonna be able to find it. And of course, my phone rang right in the middle of the best part of the video. So good. All right, so we're at the back of the truck and we have the tray with us. So let's go ahead and see what's in the box. Give us some stickers, some important tips that we should read, but we're probably not going to. We'd love to hear from you guys. We'll leave a review after. Let's go ahead though and dig in and see what comes in it. So we got the tray right here. So they give you a nice little cutout. So the tray's gonna get drilled in like this. So yeah, it fits really nice too. So we're gonna go ahead, take the tray apart, and then we'll come back and mark the holes. So as you can tell, guys, we're out here at a different location today. I totally goofed and I only brought my hammer drill with me and I needed my drill. Bulletpoint provides this handy dandy drill bit to, you know, drill the holes to put their mount in. And I goofed, I left it at home. So I had to go home, get the drill. Day number 2, should have been an easy, simple install. Anytime I make a mistake, guys, I always like to call it out in the video so that you guys make sure you guys have all the right equipment. So don't make the same mistake I did. Have yourself a drill. So awesome, let's go ahead and continue on and get these holes drilled. Make sure your fingers aren't behind the hole. And there we go. We got the holes all drilled up. They look super clean. The drill bit they provided worked really well. Doesn't leave any frills behind, or maybe it's the plastic, I don't know. So awesome, guys. Let's go ahead and get the mount installed. All right, so now that we got all the screws in, just slide right in. This one's just slightly off, of course. Still goes in just fine. So let's go ahead, get all the, that's about how it sits in the tray. We're gonna go ahead, put all these washers and nylock nuts on, and I'm sure you guys don't want to watch that, so we're just gonna speed right through this. So now that it's all bolted up, it's solid. This thing's, I was worried about maybe some vibrations or anything like that. I was also thinking about putting the rubber pad under here to, you know, in case there were any type of like rubber, like any type of like vibrations, the rubber would help insulate that. But this thing's in here really solid. I'm not worried about any of that. Now we got to move on to the RAM mount locations and how we're gonna, you know, where's everything gonna go. And we're still kind of factoring in like what we're gonna put on the right side. Right here, we're definitely gonna put the GoPro camera mount, and then on the driver's side, we're gonna put the RAM mount for the phone. And then for the passenger side, I'm debating whether or not, or if we're gonna put another iPad in this truck again, or maybe put the ham radio screen here. I've been thinking about maybe putting the ham radio controller on the driver's side on top of the driver air vent, or we might put it on this side. So I'm gonna leave this one blank for today. But the cool thing about this is that, you know, we could just unscrew this really easily, and now we can install more RAM balls or whatever more accessories we want on this plate. So for today, we're gonna go ahead and get it lined up to put the GoPro camera right here in the middle, and then the phone mount on this side. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Another thing I really want to bring up is that with this mount from Bulletpoint and then all the RAM mounts, you know, it's so versatile, like how you want things, where you want it. it just makes life so much simpler. You know, you might have it set up and then you realize, oh man, it's not going to line up right there. You know, you just loosen it, move it over just a little bit and you're good to go. So, but for us, it is going to work right here. So we're going to go ahead and tighten it up in the far right position. All right, so we got our RAM balls installed and the orientation of how we want them for the GoPro mount and the cell phone mount. We're going to go ahead and get this mounted up in the tray and put in the vehicle. All right, we got the GoPro RAM mount installed in the front right here. And then on the left side, we opted to put our cell phone mount. So we have the longer mount right here, and it worked out really well because the phone mount right here and the screen right here, it really lines up perfectly. It's like literally the perfect length. So at arm's reach, we have access to Onyx maps right here. And then we have the huge, the Toyota infotainment center right here. And then the other option we were gonna do, because we have all this space over here, was to put a RAM mount and then put the iPad over here. But I think it's just be like way too much going on. Plus I can't even, like the truck's so big, if I had the iPad right here, I wouldn't even be able to reach it. So having the Onyx maps right here, it really worked out well for me. The other option of what we were planning to put right here would be the ham radio mount screen. But again, like if it's something I have to use, it's really out of reach. So my other option is to put the ham radio controller screen right here. And then I would put the microphone right down here. So that's kind of what we're thinking. And then when we finally get all the light control switches, we're probably gonna put them right up here in the sunglass mount. I think it's like the perfect place for it. So I'm super happy with how the install turned out. We also picked up a dual gang USB-C charger. The nice thing about the Bulletpoint mount is that we still have access to the 12-volt outlet right there. So I'm gonna try to find a USB-C cable that's, I don't know, I'm gonna try to measure it and like see how I could hide the phone charger under here, because the wireless phone charger that comes on the Tundra it's really slow. It's pretty bad actually. I think all it really does is just keep your phone like, I don't think it even charges the phone. I think it just keeps it like at its current charge, to be honest. So that's what I've figured. So, or that's what I've noticed. We're gonna try to figure out what to put on the right side. I'm really not sure. I'm interested to know what you guys think. Let's not go too crazy, okay guys? Like I see some of you guys have the massive Garmin screens, the Garmin InReach. We got a Glock and an AR over here, 2 mags over here, you know, like we're not trying to go crazy over here. You know, maybe have a tourniquet, you know, and a first aid kit. Yeah, the first aid kit's probably super useful. I'll probably put one in the back right here that's like within reach. So if you guys like the video, like, comment, you know, also leave a comment of like what you guys plan on mounting on your guys' Bulletpoint mount. You know, what kind of accessories you guys plan on installing. You know, I'd really like to hear what you guys want to be using. So go out, go camping, guys, have fun, have a good weekend. You know, just go out, guys, use your trucks. You know, you don't have to have all this crazy overland goodies, you know, like just have fun.